with us now to discuss all of this, Harley Lippman, foreign affairs analyst. Harley, thank you so much for being with us. You're a business leader who really understands these markets. So if this conflict continues to escalate, what does the price tag realistically look like for the United States? Are we talking billions, tens of billions?
Well, keep in mind that even though the cost of gas has gone up, it's still below the highest level during the Biden administration. And it is temporary. A lot of people are panicking, and they have to realize that we're in a war that's an existential threat to the United States. I know people are upset and worried, but what's the trade-off? You want to take a risk that a nuclear bomb is going to hit an American city? Because that's the goal of Iran. So I think people have to look beyond the trauma of Afghanistan and Iraq, because when you go through a trauma, you're not looking at things logically afterwards. So everybody thinks it's going to be an endless war, and I don't see that happening.
So Iran, you mentioned Afghanistan. Iran is not Iraq or Afghanistan. It's much larger, much more capable of military power. What kind of economic and military resources would we, the U.S., have to commit if this becomes a prolonged conflict?
Well, the United States has the resources, and it has a very powerful ally, Israel, with it, and we're getting other European nations. So it's a good question. The United States is going to increase its effectiveness, but keep in mind, the war has only been going on for less than 2 weeks. In the context of wars, like you mentioned, Iraq and Afghanistan, they went on for years. So this is only 2 weeks old. And the goal is to have air superiority, so you could fly all over Iran and target what you want without getting shot at by anti-aircraft batteries. That's the priority of a war. This administration, for good or for bad, has done that. So they've succeeded in the most important first phase. Now it comes to making sure the Straits of Hormuz are kept open. This administration probably didn't think that Iran would close it, because it's crossing another red line, and it's going to hurt itself because it needs to export oil. Iran exports 1 million to 2 million barrels a day, and it desperately needs that money. So the United States is going to come up with a plan. There are a number of different options that will keep it open. They have to keep it open. President Trump has no other choice. And so it will take place. But no one knows how long a war is. I was very pleased to hear him finally say, we'll fight as long as it takes, because the other side has a say in the war, and they'll do things that will surprise us. And that's what warfare is all about. But it's too early to say. But I think the United States and Israel will be effective ultimately, because there's no other option. If you leave now or stop it in a few weeks, they win, and they'll be able to blackmail us forever, and they could close the Strait of Hormuz at any time. And then we won't have our aircraft carriers and ships there to keep it open. So we really have no choice but to do what we can to keep it open now.
You know, the Pentagon is using AI and advanced targeting systems. Does this technology at all lower the cost of war, or will it change where these costs show up? Because we know this is costing billions.
It is costing billions. I was watching your program, and you mentioned that earlier. But I'll give you another data point just to give you a sense of things. So since 1979, there have been 66,000 Islamist terrorist attacks all over the world. That has cost the world trillions of dollars. And Iran is the headquarters of Islamic world terrorism. So if you change that alone, is going to save everyone in the world huge amounts of money. So when you're adding everything up, yes, costs will go higher. We're in a war. But it's a war, it's an existential threat to the United States and our allies. Look what Iran is doing. They're targeting United Arab Emirates. They're firing more missiles and drones at the UAE than even Israel. And why is that? Because the UAE is a model of moderate Islam. This is a world clash between radical Islam and the values we believe in, which is tolerance, freedom, and things of that nature. So we are slow to learn that we're in an historic confrontation with a nation that wants to destroy our way of life. And every American president has kicked the can down the road. They all knew they'd have to address some issue with this regime, and they pass it on to the next president.
Right.
Finally, President Trump has shown strategic courage, but now he needs to show strategic vision and communicate with the American people better and explain his plan as to what he's going to do to win this war.
Mr. Lippman, our own Connell McShane is in Dubai, and they're being told some of the waterfront areas, they're telling people to leave, the UAE as well. What are your thoughts on, anyone who's in that area now being told that they need to move for their safety?
I think they ought to listen. I think they do have to move because Iran is showing no limitations. No one thought they would do this. They're even attacking even friendly Arab nations on their border, like
Right.
Qatar. It tells you how desperate and irrational and frightening they are. I mean, you can't have better evidence than this that you cannot trust them. They're doing this with limited weaponry. Just think if we waited a year, the amount of missiles and weapons they would have at that time. However bad it is now, it would be dramatically worse. So finally, we're tackling this issue.
What are your thoughts on, sleeper cells? I know California under alert this week. I've spoken with people here in Manhattan who say, we just don't want to be around where several people are gathered at once. We have parades and St. Patrick's Day coming up. Passover is coming up soon. What would you tell people?
Be very careful of crowds and certain locations like synagogues. There are Iranian sleeper cells. The FBI has shown evidence of that. We have to be on guard. Okay. It's a terrible thing. Even just think what this tells you, that Iran sent people to the United States that when they're notified to do things, they're going to murder innocent people.
Yeah.
Just speaks to what I said earlier about terrorism. This is a nation that is a threat to our way of life, and no one wants war. War is a terrible thing. But if we don't do it now, we will confront a far more catastrophic war in the future. So it's good that finally we're addressing this issue now. And I hope the President of the United States has the courage to finish the job and get it done. Because if we don't, it'll be far worse, dramatically worse for us in the future.
Harley Lippman, a foreign affairs analyst, appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
New details.